The 2025 elections in Côte d'Ivoire are approaching, and information is rapidly flowing through our social media channels, news sites, and messaging apps. And while election-related news is designed to help us stay updated, it also opens the door to false information that can mislead us and harm our democracy. Firstly, it's important that we understand the different types of false information out there. One of the key terms we highlight is misinformation. Misinformation is defined as false content shared with harmful intent. It might come in the form of a friend who has forwarded a fake news story or a piece of viral gossip, believing it is true. While the intent may not be malicious, misinformation can still cause confusion and can influence opinions unintentionally. Another key term is disinformation. Disinformation is deliberately created to deceive, often with the explicit purpose of causing chaos or disrupting trust in the electoral process. Disinformation is designed to manipulate behavior. Its effects can be more severe than misinformation as it targets vulnerabilities in public perception or explodes emotional triggers. A final term worth understanding is malinformation. Malinformation involves real facts being twisted or shared out of context to cause harm, like using an old video to suggest current unrest. Malinformation can often be hard to identify, and even credible media outlets have made the mistake of publishing news content based on malinformation. Despite its prevalence, there are common signs that can alert you to fake news. Always be cautious of sensational headlines designed to grab attention, like shocking election fraud exposed or foreigner powers plot to reach Côte d'Ivoire's 2025 elections. Such language is deliberately designed to provoke strong emotions rather than objectively inform. Individuals should make a habit of checking if the content has credible sources or evidence. Reliable news stories tend to name their sources and provide very full details, while fake ones might use vague references like unnamed officials, or they might even make up a news story entirely. Typically, unverified pages will claim insider knowledge about political events without feeling the need to back up their claims with any evidence whatsoever. As a general rule, if a story only appears on one unfamiliar platform and not on established news outlets, it's a clear red flag. With more information than ever being created to sway the public, it's also critical to draw a clear distinction between trusted election information and those coming from illegitimate sources. In Côte d'Ivoire, reliable election information comes from the Independent Electoral Commission of Côte d'Ivoire, who are internationally accredited, while reliable election news come from established media outlets with clear editorial standard. The difference between reliable sources and illegitimate sources is that reliable sources will often admit uncertainties, correct errors, and provide ways to contact them for clarification, while illegitimate sources do not. Fact-checking is the most powerful tool at your disposal for verifying information. Start by examining the source. Ask yourself, is this a well-known news outlet with a history of accuracy, or is it an obscure account with little transparency? For images and videos, ask, do these visuals provide context about when and where it was captured? You can use tools like reverse image search to see if photos or videos have been recycled from unrelated events, or if they have a clear origin. To perform a reverse image search on Google, you can either upload an image, paste an image URL, or right-click an image on web page and select Search Images with Google Lens. If you come across a shocking election update, remember to always cross-check it with official channels, such as the Independent Electoral Commission website or verified news outlets. Remember, false information thrives on emotional responses. Stories that make you angry, scared, or outraged are more likely to be shared without verification. This is how false information thrives, but it's also how it can be stopped. When you encounter a piece of content that makes you angry, pause and reflect. Ask yourself, why does this provoke me? Is it designed to manipulate my feelings about a candidate or issue? Take a moment to verify before reacting. If you cannot verify a certain piece of information, think twice before sending it on to someone else. Building a habit of critical thinking protects not just you, but everyone around you. If you spot false information and choose not to amplify it by resharing, you're actively helping your friends, family, and fellow citizens. As we head toward October's presidential elections, it is highly likely that Ivorians will continue to encounter more false information. The country has already witnessed how quickly unverified stories can spread online, creating unnecessary fear and outrage. By sharpening our ability to spot false content, we can stop it in its tracks and do a small part to defend the integrity of the political process.